I was a millionaire, but now I'm a beggar. I'm begging for medicine. I'm begging for food.
We're all inspired by stories of people who started from scratch, from rags to riches. But how many times have you heard someone going from millions and millions to empty pockets? This is exactly what happened to our friend. She was a millionaire. Yes, you heard it right. A millionaire. She had millions and millions of Kenyan shillings. She lived a good, happy and healthy life with too many vehicles that made her life easy. But 2 years ago, life changed upside down and she lost everything, fell sick, and she now begs for food. She's now crying for help. But what really happened to her?
Now I'm sick. I have nothing. I have no food. That's why when they see me begging, they don't want even to see me near them.
Friends and other close people here were also shocked. After hearing more of her stories on different social media platforms, we decided to visit this woman who lives in Kenya. It was a long journey, but we finally met it. She tells us more of what happened. This is a millionaire who lost everything.
My name is Dorcas Kagendo.
50-year-old Dorcas was born in a family where no one cared enough for her. Since young, she was not one of her parents' favorite, but lucky for her, she went to school and even graduated. During her early days, life was tough as she had no specific home. One day, she would be at her aunt or uncle's house, and the next day, she would be at her mother's house. She never lived with both parents, but only the mother. And she always wanted to see and maybe meet her father, but the mother always denied. And as old as she is right now, she has never ever seen how the father looks like and does not really know if the father is even alive or not.
I was not shown my father. My mother denied to show me my father.
She grew in difficult life conditions. After graduating, she worked harder for her life as she wanted to be self-reliant and have a better life. Lucky for her, she got great jobs. At first, she was a secretary of a certain company and then an office administrator. From there, she started earning millions and millions of Kenyan shillings per year.
This was my first car. This is my second car.
At 33, she was a millionaire and then bought a lot of vehicles. Life was good, she says, but she kept it low-key. She started spending wisely, buying houses, pieces of land and other properties. She even got married, got pregnant and produced her first and only child. But when the daughter had 6 months, the husband abandoned her and went away. Since she worked and had some money, life continued and she kept raising her daughter alone, and that is how she became a single mother. In order to keep being wealthy, she got an offer from abroad, a position and a mouth-watering salary that many of us would quickly run for. She hoped for the better and thought like she was now going to have millions and millions of US dollars and then have a stable income. But little did she know that all was not going to go well for her. She had someone to take care of the daughter at home and then took a flight to Saudi Arabia looking for green pasture. Unfortunately, her journey was not successful as she thought. After landing in Saudi Arabia, she got the dream job and worked for a few days, then started suffering from a lot of diseases. At first, it was kidney failure, the liver, diabetes, coronavirus, and lastly, cancer.
So the problem started by turning the whole body hair when I was in Saudi Arabia.
Having all those problems in a foreign country left her insecure, and she later returned here in Kenya. After returning, she then sold each and everything. She sold cars, houses and other properties for her to afford the treatment bill. All money was used up, but still she did not recover. Due to diseases, her body started shrinking, and that is how she lost weight in a small period of time. Now she looks unrecognizable to people who live here, as they cannot believe she's the same person they knew 2 years ago. Dorcas used to come here and buy fruit in large quantities and keep them for some days, but since she ran out of money, she can only afford a piece. Thomas lives in the neighborhood. Before coming to this town, he lived in the village until when he met Dorcas, who by then had some money. She gave her some capital and Thomas came to this town and now does glass cutting and became an expert in glass cutting. But for the past 2 years, he had never seen Dorcas, whom he wanted to thank for all what she did to him as he became self-reliant. But upon meeting Dorcas today, he's shocked and wonders what went wrong. But since she was a nice person, it's not only Thomas, but a lot of people liked her personality and are now not happy with how her life turned upside down. Whenever she thinks of her life before all this suffering, she breaks into tears because she knew that she could have at least a promising future after having a terrible past and childhood. But it seems like her predictions are not matching at all, and we are here to comfort her. She says that all her family members abandoned and no one cares for her. If it wasn't for her daughter, she should have not returned.
Mimi nimejua Dorcas kama rafiki yangu, samani alikuwa customer wangu.
Mercy has a small shop where she sells vegetables and some fruits. She's been doing it for some years, but since she does not have a big capital, it's difficult for her to expand her business. Since she knows that Dorcas lives with her daughter and there is no one else who can help her, she often comes to check on how she's going. She's now Dorcas's best friend and has been there doing her everything she can. She helps her in a lot, including cleaning her and reminding her to take some food, and then makes sure that Dorcas takes pills on time.
Please help me. I'm here sick. I'm been bent for 1 good year, and even I cannot go to work.
Dorcas's life is now at stake as she's suffering from a lot of diseases, namely kidney failure, the liver, diabetes, and then cancer that has reached stage 4. She has done everything to get treatment, including selling all her cars, houses, pieces of land, and more. But now she ran out of money. You can support her by contributing on the Giving Left link, found in description and pinned in top comments. The course of life is unpredictable. No one can write his or her autobiography in advance. If life were predictable, it would cease to be life and would be without flavor. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah and this is Afrimax English. Remember to subscribe.